Hi, it's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and today I'm bringing you scrapbooking with the letter D. So my item of choice for this was die cuts. So I currently have here a little pot of die cuts that don't particularly have a home. They're from Citrus Twist kits, they're from Studio Calico kits. They don't really go with a collection. So for example, I've got this. I tend to use these CD wallets to hold my die cuts. So these are Simple Stories, Sunshine and Happiness, and they're all together. These are sort of bits and bobs. Sorry if you saw a fly decide to fly across the screen there. I'm not sure if it got in shot, but anyway. So I have an idea, it's just whether it will work. So the letter D is for die cuts, but I'm also bringing in dilutions as well. So I got some dilutions paints for Christmas and I've been itching to mess with them. So I'm thinking of using those, and I'm thinking of using this picture. So I've had a mess about and sort of created a selection of die cuts across this page. I'm not bothered what they are, and that is because I'm going to cover them up. I want to use them for texture. That's my thought. So I'm unsure whether I'm going to paint them separately and then stick them back on. At the moment they're not stuck down. So I'm unsure whether to paint them separate colours and pop them back on the page, or whether to sort of create a sort of lines of paint across. And then I'm planning on using this picture, which is why I've pulled out the black, the hot pink and the blue. And then I have also pulled out the Simple Stories Sunshine and Happiness collection. It's got a little bit of hot pink in there, and it's not really got the blue, but I thought it had some quite funky colours. I may bring in some lime green with the hot pink, I'm not quite sure yet. So I thought I'd show you what I've got, and then I'm going to pop you on fast forward while I have, well, first I'm going to have a little bit of a think on what it is that I want to do, but then I am going to start painting, I think, and we'll see where this layout takes me and how it ends up looking. So I hope you'll join me, and we'll see what I can get creating with this. So I had a good mess about with paint. I did paint some bright pink and sort of mix them in with the black, but I wasn't really liking the way it was looking. I'm a bit of a clean scrapper, and I suppose messing about with paint, while I do like them, I wanted a little bit more control. So what I ended up doing was I ended up painting all of the die cuts that I'd sort of pulled out black. I let them dry, and then I had a mess about with how I wanted to lay them out. So the original layout that I sort of had going across half of the page became a bit too much when I did it all in black. So I've actually created a column down the middle, and I love the way that the strike in black sort of is in all different shapes, and it doesn't really matter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to embellish over the top. So the Sunshine and Happiness that I'd pulled in, I've backed the photo with a piece of that hot pink, and then I've also pulled in some orange as well. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through the sticker pack. I love Simple Stories collections for this. The sticker packs have all sorts. Then you have the die cut pack that has loads of extra bits as well. I've also got the little mini adhesive brads, and it was really fun to put together this layout. So there is a lot of messing about from me, moving stuff about, trying to decide what I wanted and where. But what I ended up doing is covering pretty much every single one of the black die cuts with some sort of embellishment. So I've got the tag. That's from the die cuts pack. At the moment I do have a square sticker on it, though that will change, just to have words to say sunny days are here again. And when I first started popping these bits on, I did think, oh, I don't want it on them all. I'm just going to put it on the odd few. And it ended up that apart from those 2 hollowed out diamond pieces, every single die cut ended up with something on it. But there was plenty of choice for me to choose from as to what. And I like the way that you can see the black behind. Oh, you can even see my head. I like the way you can see the black behind. It sort of pops and sort of pulls in the fact that my daughter's wearing a black swimsuit. Pulls it all across the page. But if you have a bunch of die cuts that you know you're not really going to use, they may have the wrong word phrase, they may just have a phrase that you don't use very often, so you may have a bunch of travel theme or kiddie theme and don't tend to use them, or like me, you may have some that have American spellings, which I don't tend to use. I tend to get a bit funny, even though I know it is a correct way to spell a word, because it's not the UK way to spell the word. I don't like to pop it on my pages. If you've got die cuts like that, then have a go just cutting them up. So covering them up, sorry, even cutting them up would work. If you've got a lot of block die cuts, maybe punch out some shapes with your punches and then cover them in a solid colour paint. And see if you find that you use them. It may even be that you just paint them white, and you may find that you'll then use them on layouts, or maybe you want a variety of colours and you'll tuck them in behind photos just to give that little bit of pops of colour. But there's many ways to use die cuts that you're not necessarily going to want to put on your pages and make them into something else. They're great to make little embellishments out of, with these little word stickers or some little die cut flowers. I do use quite a few of the little word stickers and die cut flowers on this layout. And then of course I am using quite a few of the real die cuts, or die cuts before I've altered them, from the actual Sunshine and Happiness collection itself. I'm going to layer up a cluster of them around this photo of my daughter. I've got the tag and the fun, they're all die cuts. I've even got the little strawberry on there. Got absolutely nothing to do with this picture of her in the pool. But because of the way that the layout's done, it doesn't need to have something to do with the actual layout. It's the whole, it's hot, it's sunny, and we were in Australia at this time, and it was hot. So why not use summery type stuff? I mean, if you're a Brit, you know full well we don't really get summer. So any hot days that we get anywhere, crack out that summer stash and class it as summer. So I'm liking the way quite a few of these are going now. So I'm going to start sticking down the ones that I'm really happy with, and then I can start working on the last little bits and pieces, making sure that I've got the colours spread across the page and they're not just in one place. And also, if I find something's a bit too dominant, so that ampersand that is just in the corner of the photo, I'm finding that's a little bit too dominant for this layout. I want it for the colour. I don't necessarily want it because it's an ampersand. So I am going to cover that up with some little tiny word stickers, and then I will bring in some little stars off the sticker sheet as well, just to sort of, in effect, hide what it is but keep the colour. And you can do that with many things. I've got a little jar from the die cut pack that's got a straw and a lemon in it. I've just tucked that behind the photo. You can still sort of make out what it is, but it's not as a prominent a die cut as it used to be. And then because of the way I'd sort of layered everything up and the die cuts were sort of popping up a little bit, I did decide to raise up my photo. For this, I'm just using some fun foam that I've picked up from Hobbycraft. It's not adhesive, so I'm just using double-sided tape for that. I don't use double-sided tape on my layouts very often because I am that indecisive that I want to move stuff. but with things like fun foam I do like to make sure that they are stuck. And then I'm just going to make my title quite simply hello and then you are my sunshine, which I'm going to take from the stickers, and then I'm just going to add a little word strip to make up the rest of my title. And now it's just last minute finishing touches. I did feel as though this leaf was it needed something on it. Every other die cut piece, as say, apart from the diamonds, had something on the top of it. So I did feel as though I needed to put something on this little leaf. So I'm just going to pop a little arrow and a little word sticker just to sort of tie that in with all the rest of the layout. I'm going to get my hello word straight, so apologies for my head in the way. And then I'm going to add the word strip, you are my sunshine. In fact, you are my sunshine appears quite a few times on this layout, but I don't mind. I'm going to pop the die cut bits away, just checking if there's any more sort of last minute bits that I want. And lastly, I'm just going to go round the layout with a black pen just to sort of pull it in, rein it in a little bit and tie it all together. And then stick my photo down. So if you've liked this video, please give it a like. And if you want to see more, please hit subscribe. Speak to you all soon.